Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today let's talk about formatting a cartoon book. In this video I'll walk you through my newly released cartoon book, Lheeloo and Luna. This book is all about that classic black and white cartoon style, no color needed. Plus it's not just stories. I also created games, coloring pages, and fun activities. Basically it's for kids, parents and grown-ups alike to enjoy. Now before we dive in, please keep in mind this video is meant to inspire you. What I'm showing is just one example. Your book doesn't have to include games or activities. Just follow your own creative vision and design something that reflects your personality and, most importantly, your style. Also, a quick note, the book is copyrighted, so please respect the work and don't copy or reuse the content. I thank you in advance for doing that. So what you're seeing on the screen is a PDF version of a paperback. I like starting the book with two simple introductory pages. The first features an illustration with the main title, here of course Lheeloo and Luna. And the second page shows another illustration with a subtitle this time. In both cases, you will see that the left page is blank. And also you'll notice that there are no page numbers yet. That comes later. After that, you can include a few optional pages, an author note to introduce yourself, a dedication page for family or friends, and this one here is essential. You need to include a copyright page. Since this book is book 1 of a series, I decided to include a short introductory story. I made it as simple as possible. As you can see, there is only one panel per page. Of course, depending on what you are creating, choose if you need or not to create such a story. Okay, let me get back to the beginning. As you can see, this is where the page numbering begins, and it starts at page 11, not page 1. That's a common practice in publishing, especially when you have a front matter like title pages, dedications, and copyright info. So just remember this, don't start your story on page 1. Before moving on, I want you to notice that the first and last pages follow the same design. You'll notice that the hearts and stars are placed in the exact same spots on both pages. This is done on purpose. The more consistent, the better. This makes your book feel polished and professional. So right after that, I created 2 pages that work together like an opening scene. They welcome the reader into Lheeloo and Luna's world with a message: experience a week in the life of 2 best friends. Here again, depending on what you are creating, you will decide or not if you need such pages to introduce your stories. Since this first book covers a week in the lives of 2 best friends, I decided to create 1 adventure per day, kind of like a journal or a diary, if that makes sense. So each new day is introduced on the left-hand page, always clearly labeled with the day of the week. You'll also notice a custom logo I designed for Lheeloo and Luna on every left-hand page. And you'll always see a creation by Blade and Quill little text at the bottom of every page. This is a gentle reminder of who's being behind the giggles. So these small but thoughtful details help your cartoon book look more cohesive and professional. If you want a tutorial on how to create a book like mine, please leave a comment below and say something maybe like, I want to know how to create a cartoon book. Also, grab a copy of my book. This way, not only will you be helping me get one step closer to my dream of becoming a recognized illustrator, but you'll also have the book in hand to use as inspiration for creating your own. Now, please remember my book is copyrighted, so please don't copy. Just see how things are done and create your own version. You can grab either the paperback version or the ebook. The links are in the description box below. Now, if you have created a book already or you are about to create a book, let me give you 2 quick tips. The first one is to ask people to share the book with friends and family. Or if you have any type of social media presence or YouTube channel, ask them to share the book. The second one is to ask them to leave a review. Sadly, reviews can make or break a new author. They are essential to gaining visibility and credibility on platforms like Amazon, for example. So that said, my dear YouTube viewers and subscribers, please consider purchasing Lheeloo and Luna. My personal goal is to sell at least a few hundred copies and reach at least 40 reviews to help the book stand out. All right, I hope these tips will help you, and thank you for considering helping me too. So let's get back to the video. Once the main cartoon section ends, I added a page that says, "A week well done." This helps signal to the reader that the story portion is finished. Again, this is optional. You just do whatever you want with your cartoon book, okay? This is just to inspire you and give you some ideas. From there, we move into a brand new section. It is for the games and activities. I am going to flip very quickly because you don't really need to see all of that. However, the only thing I want you to take away from that is that everything was drawn using Krita. It was done by hand and there was no AI involved. If you decide to include coloring pages like I did, here's a tip. Make sure the page behind each illustration is either blank or only has a bit of text. Why? Because crayons can bleed through the paper, so it's very important to leave a page behind each illustration blank. Don't put illustrations in every pages. Alright, after the games I included a section with all the answers and solutions so a reader can check their work. And finally, just like I did at the start of the book, I've wrapped everything up with 2 matching pages that mirror the intro. It gives the book a clean, finished feel and closes things off nicely. Before the very end, you have the option to include a review page. As you can see, I added a QR code here. You don't have to include one, but in case you were wondering, yes, it's totally doable and a great way to guide your readers to leave feedback. And that's it. I hope this gave you some ideas and inspiration for creating your own cartoon book. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like the video, share it, or leave a comment. I always love hearing from you. Thank you again for watching, and until next time, happy creating.